Hello friends. Welcome to Current Affairs Review. Topic for today's video is Pacific Ocean, despite being the largest, is in risk. Plastic waste of all sizes are found in all major marine environments throughout the world. Mostly they are land-based plastic, which are transmitted by the rivers into the ocean, like River Yangtze in China, which dumps 1.5 million metric tons of trash into Pacific each year. Pacific Ocean, being the largest, became vulnerable to this plastic menace. In the Pacific there are two subtropical rubbish patches, altogether known as Great Pacific Garbage Patch. This garbage patch is formed due to North Subtropical Gyre, an oceanic current circulation which comprises four currents. As the middle of the gyre has a calm environment, it pulls the trash during circulation into the stable core. Although debris in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is not biodegradable, in fact they break into tinier fragments under the influence of sun, which is called photodegradation. As these tinier fragments or microplastic aren't visible in human eyes, it gets difficult to measure the size of the patch. Marine life becomes vulnerable as a result of the plastic debris and is frequently drowned after being trapped in abandoned fish nets, sometimes known as ghost fishing. When plastics degrade due to photodegradation, colorants and compounds like bisphenol A gets released and causes environmental issues. Ingesting microplastics cause a slow, painful death to marine life. Even microscopic algae and crustaceans gets hitched on floating trash and move outside of their natural habitat and become invasive species in new areas. This debris has the potential to affect the marine food web. As if algae and plankton communities are threatened, other marine fish communities will be threatened as well. Also, this microplastics and other garbage which gets collected at the ocean surface block sunlight from reaching plankton and algae. Plastics can float long distances, like during the tsunami that struck in Japan in 2011, 5 million tons of debris reached the Pacific. This plastic pollution was detected in the highest amounts in coastal backshores, which are places near the inland border of the beach where vegetation begins. Onshore wave action and wind activity influence the marine debris, which ends up in the coast. Even the coastal wildlife mistake the pollution for food or become entangled, gets killed. Hence, plastic pollution has the potential to harm fragile marine ecosystems by suffocating sensitive reefs, as well as posing health risk to humans if they make their way up the food chain. The Pacific hosts some of the world's largest fisheries and provides food and livelihood to the people for years. Overfishing are destroying fish populations than they can recover, especially in Pacific. Excessive fishing depletes global fish stocks, disrupts food chains, destroys habitats, and reduces human food availability. A research published in 2013 indicated Northern Pacific Ocean, which has population of bluefin tuna, had decreased by more than 96%. Japan was recently chastised for proposing to raise quotas on Pacific bluefin tuna. Overfishing occurs for a variety of reasons like poverty, fishing subsidies, poor fishery management, and weak regulations. More than 75% of coral reefs are found in Pacific Ocean, although ocean acidification is putting reef survival in jeopardy. Shallow seas are highly prone to ocean acidification, and sub-Arctic Pacific region is particularly vulnerable. Ocean acidification occurs when seawater absorbs carbon dioxide, CO2, from the atmosphere, lowering its pH. As ocean absorbs 30% of CO2, it triggers a chemical process in which carbonate ion concentrations decline. Hence, coral structures and creatures that form carbonate shells cause a drop in carbonate ion concentrations, which is detrimental to marine life. Mollusks have been observed having difficulty building and repairing their shells in more acidic conditions. It also causes neurological, physiological, and chemical changes in the fishes. To remedy the problem, we must not only prevent more plastic from entering the water, but also clean up what is currently there. The Ocean Cleanup is a non-profit organization dedicated to creating and scaling methods to eliminate plastic from the oceans. Even governments should address poverty and lack of knowledge in small fishing communities to prevent overfishing. Since 1991, the Pacific and Indian Oceans have been acidifying at the fastest rates among the 5 oceans. Coral reefs are threatened by more than just ocean acidification, resulted in devastating back-to-back coral bleaching outbreaks. If the world achieves the most ambitious targets set out in the Paris Agreement, the Pacific will see substantially fewer significant drops in oceanic pH. Download material for this issue from our website. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you.